turns into stone, hardly stop. Bedtime story, happy ending game, just a snapshot in time. Life is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs. Precious things, my heart turns into stone, hardly to stop. Bedtime story, happy ending, it's just a snapshot in time. Life is a journey, not a destination. Enjoy the ride with ups and downs.
are ready. Okay, yep. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I am in a very good mood. I've had a pretty good week so far, so it's been a minute since streaming, so I figured why not, while I'm still upbeat and in a pretty good mood. Yeah, life has been pretty good for me. I'm pretty sure BGM is quiet-ish, but I just want to make sure it's not too loud, so I'm not talking over it too high. There we go. But yeah, it's good to be back. It's been a minute since I streamed, but yeah, we're gonna be doing a tier list stream. That's gonna go great, I assume. But yeah, so I said already in like tweets and stuff, like this is gonna be me ranking like my videos and like the editing and like my editing like experience with it and like the actual videos themselves, not necessarily the people in the videos, because that's rude. Like, because like there's gonna be like 30-ish entries, so it's gonna be a lot, but I'm committed, so this will be something to do for stream ideas. So, without further delay, I suppose we can just get into it. And video captures, right? There we go. So yeah, there's 33 pictures here, so I'm gonna scroll up on this just a little bit here, just so we can see all the tiers. I doesn't list anything, so I remarked them, but whatever, I guess we can do it. So I guess I've established what I want to do each tier as, basically, so might as well, just so for extra clarity. But so I think for S, I would say that like for the S tier videos, those would be like my favorite ones to edit and just like watch as like these are the ones like I can go back to and just always enjoy. Sorry if I'm stuttering. Sorry if it's awkward. I just haven't been on stream for a minute. I'm also kind of tired today, but yeah. If I'm nervous for whatever reason, or if I sound nervous, I don't know. My biggest concern is just making sure I don't piss anyone off. I don't think I will, but yeah. And for A tier. Like, I know, for, like, back to the tier stuff, like, if S is just, like, my favorite videos to have edit or watch, like, A would be the ones I think are still really good. Like, not necessarily, like, my favorite of all time, but ones that I'm proud of, and I think I did a good job on. Also, yes, if you're not paying attention to the music, I do have, like, some BGM songs. Not anything I own or whatever, just from games, but, yeah. Yeah, A would be videos I think are really good and still hold up to like my current editing standards and that I'm proud of. And B would be stuff that I think is good, you know, not bad videos by any means, but not exactly like stellar or stuff, just like right at like something that like I'm very happy with how it turned out. I think it's a decent video and a decent watch, and I had good editing experience, but nothing that like I think is too like egregious or has any sort of major flaws holding it back. C tier, I would say for my own videos and ranking my videos, C would be stuff there. They're still decent, but they're just outdated or have like minor problems. That's a good one, I think. Market. And D, like the videos that I think are D tier, I would say are the ones where I actively had to like, after making them, I was like, yeah, I'm not happy with this. I think that I need to do something, like another video, just to apologize or feel bad. Or like I felt bad enough with how the quality was. I was like, I can do better. I can make another video and do better. So like, I think that's a good way to mark and see, because I don't think any of them are like so unbearable that they can't watch, but sorry if I go quiet for a moment. I'm just typing, thinking. Okay, so yeah. Tiers are all done. Sorry for it's loud. I'm not trying to be super loud, but I also don't want to be too quiet. So with that out of the way, I think we can just start with the ranking. Hang on, my dog is... Okay, my dog is barking, never mind. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Alright. My dog just barks, like, he's very not a big fan of other people. But yeah, anyway, let's get it to the actual list. And what I want to do is an updated on the YouTube side thing, so I think I'm still on the waiting room screen. So, there we go. Alright. So, this list of videos, like, sorry for stuttering, but this is just like in release order. It's not like alphabetical or anything, so it's like in order of when they came out, so that'll be good to keep in mind. So yeah, let's just get into it. Lily. So I only put Lily's like sister location video here. I didn't want to do all of the FNAF ones because they're all outdated in my opinion. But I feel like the sister location one is the one that feels the closest to all the others here. And to be honest, after watching it, I still think it's good. I still think, even though it's a bit old, it holds up. Because like I rewatched all of these, to be completely upfront. I rewatched all of these just so I had a refresher on what they were all like. And I was watching the Lily one, her doing sister location, and I had a little smile on my face because it's just like, oh, this makes me feel nostalgic. This makes me feel nostalgic because like even back then, this is still pretty good by what I would consider my video standards, and I think it still holds up. Yeah. So next up after that is Pippa Class of 09, and right off the bat, I do want to say, after rewatching it, yeah, I think this one is gonna be first. I want to say it's also B, but after rewatching it, like, it is really funny. It is really funny, mostly just because of the content as well as just Peppa being herself. But I think this one is like the first like A tier. This one is really good still, and I really liked it. It's older, but I do think that it still holds up and is still fun watch. But in direct contrast to that, we have Lumi playing Halo Reach, and I feel like this is one of the first and only D tier videos on here, not because of Lumi, but because of me doing video stuff. So for those unaware, this video is really laggy, like really laggy, and that's because I was still like capturing footage, like trying to capture it at like highest quality and understanding how OBS worked, and ultimately like the footage here for this video was just really laggy, and the gameplay is just really hard to watch. The intro is still pretty funny, and I still think the intro for this one is one of my favorites. But I do think that, like, considering like what I put and labeled D tier as, this is the only one that right now I think fits into that description. Because, again, to follow up a D tier one, immediately after I made Lumi doing Halo Reach, I made Pippa and Lumi watching the dog movie, and that's my most popular, which, like, I don't want to say that, like, again, I said, oh, and this isn't a popularity contest or whatever, big number don't mean anything. This is the one exception. This is the first video I do think it is S tier, and, like, I do think is, like, actually, like, deserving of it. Like, I'm just have to scroll up real quick. Like, this one still holds up. It's still, like, one of my best videos. and I am still like really happy with how it turned out. I'd probably do it differently now if I had to make it, but I do think that overall that it is still like one of the better videos that I have on my channel that does like a good job of just doing and showing what my videos are like, and I think that it is still probably one of the better ones to this day. Now moving on, Leah and the Mortuary Assistant. This one is also, I think, I rewatched it. This one's also really good. Like, I think this one is also really fun. I don't think. I think it's just because of how Mortuary Assistant is as a game. Like, it's nothing Leah did herself, but just because Mortuary Assistant kind of like you have to be reactive even more so than what you would do otherwise. I still like it, and I still think that this video holds up and is good, but I don't think it's quite as good as the other two above it, so I do think that it would be in B tier. Not a bad video at all, but I'm still happy with how this video came out, but I do have a better Leah video on this list, and I think that one, like, you'll know when you see it, but yeah, we'll get there. Meanwhile, Disney Playing Needy streamer Overload. Yeah, this one's really good. Both because like this one's good for a lot of reasons, both like my own editing stuff as well as the jokes in it, but also because I would say that this one's good because Dizzy herself was a VTuber manager, so it's just like she would know all like the crazy, stupid Men Harris shit that VTubers do. And I would say that like she herself is gonna be like one of the better ones. Like to be honest, like rewatching it, I would actually almost say this one's S tier. Like I would actually say that it is, yeah. Like it's the only Disney video I have on my channel, but it honestly is, like I feel like it's that good. And next up is Sleepy Playing Luigi's Mansion. This is also like another one that I really like. Like it's not one of my more popular ones, but I just had a lot of fun. Like I remember having a lot of fun making and editing this one. Mostly because of Sleepy herself being fun to watch and clip. And also just because like she found a lot of like neat secrets in the game and just knew about it. And I think that just made it more interesting and better like stuff to watch back while editing, as well as just watch as a clip. So I think I'm gonna put this one honestly in A tier. I would honestly say that one is A tier. So 200 subscriber special, Pippa and Lisa watching Neon Neko Sugar Girls. I like this one. I do think it's okay, but I also think it is outdated. Like, it's not bad by any means, but I just think it's a bit outdated. I just stumbled over my words and just word vomited, I'm sorry. But I do think it's outdated and not quite up to snuff with some of my other videos. Not because of anything like Pippa or Lisa did, just because I don't feel like I did. I both feel like I edited it too much and not enough at the same time. Like, I don't know. I think this is the first like C tier one. Not bad by any means, but if I redid it now, it would be a very different video. And that's kind of the same vibe I would say the Irie video fits into, because I feel bad because like I did the same joke like a little bit too much in this one, and I like Irie a lot. Irie is really funny and she's actually really someone who's really good to watch and it's really fun to watch, but I don't feel like I did like her content justice with this one. But I also feel like it's not a bad video either. It's just kind of ordinary, which is like, I don't know, that's weird. That's a weird way to put it, I don't know, I guess, but I don't know. Like, I want to do another Irie highlight at some point because I feel like I can make it work. But I don't know, like, I feel like if I was going to do another Irie highlight, it would have to be with, like, her and Clara. Because I feel like that would make for a better viewing experience. Because it's not that I don't think Irie is bad person to watch for like content or clips. That's not the case at all. I just don't think like I can edit iRead. Like I myself as an editor can't edit iRead clips well. And that's gonna be like another thing with other videos too. But sadly I do think this one's kind of like not great. But that's only because like of my own lack of ability to actually clip iRead well, unfortunately. And then there's the Phase Euphoria video. Yeah, this one's going in S tier. This is one of my favorite videos ever. Like, this was such a fun video to make. Yeah, like I don't even feel like I need to really super explain it too much. Like this video was just super fun to make. Watching Phase Gen 3 debut and being able to make a video where I got to promote Phase's new gen. Like that was a lot of fun for me. Getting to do it my own way and just do jokes and bits how I wanted to. I feel like this was just such a fun video to do. And I feel bad that I don't clip this gen as much. Like I haven't gotten around to it. I've only done one clip for Phase Gen 3 and it's of Muyu. But I also feel like I kind of did that on purpose because I didn't want to oversaturate after just doing this big collective video. But I don't know. I still think this video is really good and holds up. But I do not know for certain how to like properly explain my thoughts on it. See here, let's see. So NASA playing Q Remastered. It's not a bad video, but it is one where I feel like it is outdated. Because I really like NASA, I like a lot of the Phase JP talents, but at the same time, I don't feel like I myself, as a non-Japanese speaker, can do them justice, which sucks. Because I like NASA, I like Michi, I like Iori, and all the rest of like the Phase newest like JP gen, but at the same time, I don't feel like I can do them justice because I don't speak Japanese. So this is my attempt to do it, and I just don't necessarily feel like I succeeded, which sucks. But I feel like if I did try to do it again, I would. I do think I could do it better. I would drop the trying to do or speak Japanese bit entirely, sadly, but I don't know. So next though is Tenma playing Honey Pop, and I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. I think this one is A tier because I love Tenma. Tenma is super funny, and I feel bad that this is the only video of her that I've done. I would do it differently now if I'd made it now. And I do think it holds up, but I really like the Tenma playing Honey Pop one. Like, I feel like I could do a follow-up to this one, maybe, but I have a video that I want to do in my mind already, so I don't know. But, yeah, like, I do think this one's really good. It sadly didn't do very well, like, viewer-wise, I don't really care. This was a fun one to edit, mostly because I was actually here for this stream, and I was watching back, like, I was making jokes on Twitter, and only to realize, oh wait, I already made that joke while I was in the stream. So I was basically stealing from myself, but I just forgot about it. Next one is, we have these ones up so far. Next one is Hexa doing the Epstein stream, and I'm just gonna say this again. Well, not again, I'm just gonna say this right here and now. This one is my favorite video. Like, for a while, this one is like one of my favorite videos that I've ever done. It's probably like top 5 right now, because there's like a current video that I've uploaded a bit ago that I think is probably my favorite. It's the one that made me want to get back to VTuber editing. Also, my stomach is growling, I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys can't hear that, but yeah, this one was fun to make because A, this is how I like learned about Hexa as well. It was just fun to make, and because it was just super like edgy and stupid. It was just fun to do because it's just like you're canceling someone over them doing coverage over the whole Epstein document case or whatever. Like, literally anyone could do this. Like, if a flesh tuber or someone who's just IRL doing this, you wouldn't have an issue. But because it's a VTuber who's lolly, that makes it bad for whatever reasons. Like, that's just such a dumb reason. And getting to make this both out of just spite and because I figured why not. It was just a lot of fun, and I'm glad I made it because that's how I learned about Hexa and her community, and she's just so fucking cool. Hexa is honestly really cool, and I'm glad that I'm a viewer of hers and fan, because, you know, this was just such a good video to make, and I think it still holds up for rewatching. Yeah. So next is the Sleepkin video. This might be controversial. Hi, super awesome. I'm just doing stream. You haven't missed much. This is the tier list for my videos as of now, but it's only been 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 12, 13 out of 33. So we got 20 more videos to put up on this list and talk about. But yeah, thank you for coming to stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, where was I? Okay, so Sleepkin, Pippa and Sleepy collabing, and Pippa, Sleepy skinwalking Pippa. This video did well. I like this video. I think it's just okay. Like, I think it's good, definitely, but I think some of my editing quirks just didn't fit super well with this video in particular. Adequate, these just the face members. No, this is just all my highlight videos that I've done, like, period. Like, this is just all the videos on my channel. Like, not all of them, but, like, these are just all of the videos, some, like, highlights that I've done on my channel. Of all, like, since I started clipping VTubers, basically. So, for the most part, like, there are, like, it is a lot of phase and, like, phase adjacent people early on, like Sleepy and eventually, like, Kirsha and stuff. But there's also, like, people like Lilybell, Hexa, there's gonna be Nanobites, Koinu, Sawa, Sayu, Shondo, and Yuko. Like, I've done a lot of videos on people. I don't think about it, but I do think, but yeah, to, like, get back to the actual, like, list proper, this one's not bad. I just think my own, like, editing quirks didn't make it as good as I could have done, and I would do it differently now. But yeah, I don't know. Next, though, is the Lisa Juna collab video. I'm gonna put this one in A. Like, I really liked making this one. This was a lot of fun to make and just do. Like, I know there was already, like, a clip and highlight existing of this stream as well, but at the same time, like, doing my own, like, spin on it and just getting to make it and do it my own way was just a lot of fun. I think that, well, it's not necessarily better than the one that came out, like, a couple of, because this is, like, an older collab. I think it's about a year old or so, maybe 2. But it was just fun to watch because, like, Lisa and Juna both have just really good chemistry with one another, especially now that Lisa's in Idol, which is just kind of funny in retrospect. But yeah, I think this one is just really good, and I'm happy with how it was. I don't know, it was kind of upsetting to see that this one not do very well, but at the same time, I kind of get it. But yeah, Lily playing Spooky's House of Jump Scares. I also put this one B. Definitely not bad, but it is, like, I feel like it was just kind of like a standard video. It was the first video and only video I did that went on VStream, which, rest in peace VStream, but I don't know. Like, it's definitely not a bad video at all. I just think it has too many, well, not too many, just a couple too many weird, like, my own editing quirks, and I just don't know if it necessarily makes it a good rewatch experience. I like the intro for it, and I like some of the bits, but I just feel like Spookies wasn't a great game to mesh with my own, like, editing skills. Are you going to follow Kyosama, or is it too much drama from Idol? Oh, I'm not even gonna talk about Idol stuff, whatever. Like, I'm not talking about drama or anything. Like, not today, at least. Like, I do want to talk, like, I'm only gonna bring it up briefly, because it's, like, semi-adjacent, but, like, the whole Uma Musume stuff, like, the horse gacha. Because, like, that's a whole can of worms right now. Because, like, I don't know. Like, just, like, think about it. I'm trying to put into words how I feel about it, because I know like Japanese law is like a very specific with how it handles certain things and property management, but at the same time it's like if you're a US citizen looking at Japanese stuff, like you're not subject to Japanese law, I would argue. I don't know. I have to talk or like ask someone like legal mindset about it. Yeah, people whispering about Twitter. Yeah, that's. I get where she's coming from. Like, I get wanting to respect the creator's wishes and like follow the rules of stuff, but at the same time, it's like this is. It's such a dumb thing to like, because like Nintendo is also pretty up its own ass about handling property stuff. Same with like Toei, I would argue. But at the same time, it's like, well, I get that these horses are based off of real life, like draft horses or like horse racing horses, and like I get why like the people who own those horses would not necessarily want to see lewd artwork of the horses, but at the same time, it's like in America, there are stories and whatever that are fiction but revolve around real life people, and like there's like a disclaimer. Like, there's like a general disclaimer in most books and stuff that say, like, the following are contents. Like, reminds me of don't loot Comey, but only lasts about 6 months or a year. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Like I was saying, like, it kind of reminds me of like disclaimers in like books and like some games, like a Persona, where like, well, the following events are purely fiction. Any relation or name similarities to real life people or persons is purely coincidental. Like, I feel like if Uma Musume just had a disclaimer like that, like, there you go, that solves most of your problems. Like, yeah, these horses might share names with real-life horses, but they're not the same thing. And acting like anime girls that just have long ears or tails are the same as real-life horses. That's just kind of weird. I don't know. I like people said on Twitter, it's gonna be a Streisand effect thing where people's like, follow the people's wishes, don't make lose, whatever. Just her saying that is gonna make people do it just like out of spite and for funny, haha. I don't know. It's just such a big can of worms. I'd have to, like, I don't know. It'd be something worth talking about, because I know like some people who would go into it, and who also just have connections to people who would probably have a better explanation for it. Yeah, but I heard Japanese have law protecting feelings. Yeah, that makes me think of like Australia with like their whole thing, because like they banned that one guy who had like a Warhammer and like Bluey cartoon or whatever. Like they took it off YouTube or whatever because of like offense laws or something stupid like that. I don't know. We're kind of getting derailed from stream real quick though. Not your fault, but I don't know. I have my own thoughts on it, and I don't want to tangent too hard. Oh, I just messed this up. Yeah. But yeah, back to it. Like, this one goes to me, and so speaking of Pippa, this next like video on the list or whatever, but I would have to say that the BGM is drowning out your voice. Okay, yeah, thank you for noticing that, because I talk quietly, and I turn down the BGM on OBS, but I can turn it down more. No. So, like the Warhammer like Flash Gets thing, like Flash Gets does like parody content or whatever, parody animations, and like they were doing like one based on like Warhammer or whatever, like, and Bluey is like a cartoon or something, whatever, and I think it was just like, cause Flash Gets videos are usually pretty violent, I would say. Like, I don't watch them particularly. Oh, sorry, that's just me messing with my drawer. But I think that like they're pretty like violent and like very hard language, I would argue. And the creators of Bluey like took the video down because like it violated law or whatever for Australia stuff. So I don't know. Like, it's just such a weird thing. There's a bunch of like stuff going on right now. Like VGen's doing weird stuff or whatever. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just a big can of worms, and I was not really wanting to talk about it for today. I was just gonna just do whatever. But I don't know. Like, it's like, you're all good. Like, I don't mind like tangenting too much, but I don't know. But yeah, back to the topic on stream for Pippa and Chromie playing Mahjong. Yeah, I'm just gonna be outright and say this one's kind of C. Not because of like anything they did. Pippa and Chromie are not the reason this video is outdated. it's more just because I feel like I over-edited this one just a tiny bit. I feel like it's just a bit too over-edited. Like, there's too many bits, there's too many, like, interjections, and I don't know, like, it's gonna get counteracted later on with some videos, but that's just because of length. This one's not bad, I would say. I like the intro for it, and I didn't hate doing it, but I just feel like I could have done it better, and I would do it better now if I did it. And coming up next, Hina and Mari playing Clubhouse 51. I should have put it as the actual Clubhouse 51 logo instead of Yahtzee, first of all. But I would actually argue that this video is like B. I like this one. It's fun to watch. It's not my favorite video of all time. Hang on. It's not my favorite video of mine of all time, but it's still a good one to watch. Pippa was quite in that stream. Yeah, I mean, Pippa, it depends. Like, Pippa is either pretty mellow or pretty loud. Like, I think it changes a lot depending on stuff going on. Like, if she's by herself, she'll be a bit more loud and rambunctious. But if she's with other people or friends, she'll, like, tone it down. Just so, like, she doesn't drown them out or, like, talk over them too much. But again, like, it's not really, like, me ranking, like, them in the video. Like, none of these videos are necessarily me ranking, like, the people in them. It's just me ranking how I edited my video. Or, like, how I look at the videos, personally. Because, like, these are all ones that I did, like, even though they're older. But, like, some of the newer ones, like, are going to be a bit higher up, I would say. But I still think the Hina and Mari one's good. I think it has some bits in it that are kind of dumb. But, I don't know. I still like it. I still think it's decent. Kirsha and Kerbifer playing Coffin of Andy and Lele. I'm going to say this one's an S. I really like this one. This one was really fun to watch. And, like, it was a fun stream to watch back for, like, editing. It was a fun video to edit, mostly because Kirsha just makes it really easy to do, like, bits and stuff. And her and Kerbifer just made it, like, a fun stream and make it, like, good, like, they both have good ways, like, making it so I can, like, react and be, like, while editing, just be like, okay, what the fuck are you two talking about? So, this one is just a really good video. I really like doing this. And I think it holds up, and it's one of the better, older ones I have. Not super old, but it is. I think I did it, like, earlier this year, I want to say, but I don't quite remember. So, Sawa and Rie. So, originally, these ones are double feature. This was the only double feature video that I did, where it's 2 highlights in one video. And if I have to be honest, if I put the actual, like, double feature video on this list, I would put that one in A. Because I think together, like, it's a weird thing, but, like, Sawa and Rie, well, 2 very different, like, people, both of their videos and streams were good to edit and fun to edit, and I had a lot of bits that I were able to do more aggressively with, like, Sawa. They were more, like, cut-in stuff, I think, while with Rie, it was a bit more, like, reactive, because she was playing a horror game, so I could react to her saying it, or doing stuff, and well, I could react more also with Sawa doing stuff as well. I don't know. But I think separately they're both B. But if I put, like, the one where it's, like, both of them together in this list, I would say that one is A. Because I think it's just a better video experience. And that's the reason why that one's the public video. And these 2 are both unlisted. But they're in the link to the description. Or in the link of the description for the double feature video. So, you know. Sayu playing Poppy Playtime. I think this one is... It's shorter at 10 minutes. And I would have done it differently now. Like, I would have shown more of, like, the actual game stuff, because it was just a longer stream and I didn't want to wait too long. But I think this one is also A or S. Is it... I'll put this one in A, because I liked doing it, and I liked editing it, but I do think that I would have done it differently if I did it now. I still really like it, and I still really like rewatching this one, but I do think that I would do it differently if I made it now. Hexa playing Harvester. Now this one, I'm also gonna put this one in A. Sup? Hi, Mr. Godvier. We're just doing tier list stuff for me ranking my own videos and how I thought about them. We're over halfway, I would say now. But yeah, so this is just me like ranking like the videos, do some like editing stuff and what I think about them looking back. So it's more like a retrospective, I would say. Hexaplaying Harvester, I think, was a fun video to make, and I do think that some of the bits in it were maybe a bit too intrusive. But I actually still really like rewatching this one. I think it holds up really well. I think this was one of the better ones, just in general, from my editing catalog. Mostly just because, like, the only thing I can think of that's really a big problem is just that some of the bitrate is kind of laggy. But that's not really anything, like, my fault-wise, but, yeah. I don't know. I just really like this one. Okay, so next up is Nano, Kirsha, Baxter, and Moonshine playing SCP-5K. So the problem with this video, I like it, it's short, but it has one glaring problem. It was gonna be a much longer video, and I lost the footage. So I ultimately just decided to let the shorter one just be what it was. Like, I was going to do a multi-parter, actually, because of just how dense this stream was, because there was going to be 4 POVs. And I lost the footage, and it just didn't work out that way. I still think it's good, but I do feel like I had to make you... Never mind. Oh, what's up? Is the audio or BGM? This is the BGM, I'm guessing, because it's just too loud. Yeah. Like, if that's what it is, like, I can turn that off, because, like, I have the BGM on just so it's not just me yapping, but, yeah. You know, that's the issue, no worries. But yeah, this video, well, I don't hate it. I did feel bad about how it was when I finished it, and luckily I did feel like I remedied that. But, yeah, it's not one of my favorite videos, but, I don't know. Next up, though... Oh. No? Well, I don't know. I feel like the BGM's good for, like, starting soon screen or whatever, but I don't know. Hang on, give me a sec. Okay, sorry. I just had to get water real quick. My throat's getting ragged. So the next video on here is Pippa and Kirsha talking about the Opera GX stuff. Yeah, this one's gonna go in S. I really like this video still. Like, for a number of reasons, but mostly because it's just it was fun to edit, it was fun to make, and I think watching back and looking at it, like, before, like, the stream, it was still, like, I still come back to this one. Like, I hate rewatching my own videos sometimes because I feel, like, vain, which is stupid, but like, it's weird. Like, it's different watching other people's VTuber clips versus watching the ones that you yourself make. Well, BGM is good against it here. Like, that's like the biggest problem is just I don't have very many like background music tracks. I just have like some stuff. I was about to say if you can rank one of my vids for in your lives, but it'll be too going to ask. Yeah, I know. Like, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like, this is just me doing my own videos, like, for myself. I get it. Like, no, it's fine. No worries. But, yeah, no, this is just for my own, like, videos that I did on my channel. But, yeah, no. You know, no worries. Not offended or anything. Yeah, if I'm gonna do, like, BGM, I'll pick something that's just a bit more subdued. It just takes a bit to load because of stream, but there we go. And I'll turn down like the actual audio player properly too. There we go. Alright, so next up, Muyu playing Ultra Kill. That was this was a fun video to rank. Well, you're implying you have You have rewatch all of your videos. Well, I have to rewatch them because I edit them, but like I only rewatch like some of them sometimes just because of boredom. Not necessarily because I want to watch myself yap or like see my little cut-ins, but because I like watching like the people in them more. It's like I'm not vain enough to just be like, oh yeah, I make the video better. No, like my own like inclusion or whatever in this video is just like because like I'm like editing them. It's just me like reacting while editing, just being like, okay. Because like sometimes it's not always in these, but yeah. But yeah, Muyu playing Ultra Kill. I think it's fine. I think it's a good video still. I think it holds up in like the catalog of other videos. It's not necessarily my favorite one, mostly because I just feel like I was rewatching it, and while I do think that it's perfectly fine, I don't feel like it's necessarily one of my best or better videos. Not because of like Muyu herself. I just feel like Ultra Kill's a bit too fast paced to properly do a video on, for at least how I edit videos, I guess, but I don't know. And the Rin Mama video, that's going in S. That is like, there's a couple videos where like it's dead giveaway that they're going in S. The Rin Mama one is going in S. It was the longest video on my channel for a few months. It's one of my better videos, I would argue. It actually makes sense to have more edits and cut-ins and stuff in it because it's longer and actually has a reason to be how it is. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I just like this video. Like, it's stupid and funny in just a dumb way, but it's also just like one of my better videos, and I felt really proud of it and the end result of it. But yeah, Koinu playing Devil May Cry 5. I think this one's not bad, but I tried to do something way too different. That was kind of the biggest issue I think I did, because I tried to have like music and BGM playing during actual gameplay segments, and I just don't feel like that really worked. Not necessarily anything like, you know, just Koinu or like any of these like people. Like, I don't blame any faults with videos on the people I'm doing highlights of. I would necessarily say that it's more so just me and how I edit personally that makes me feel the way I do about my videos. But I would say that this one is still pretty good, but it just has a few minor problems, which only kind of puts it in C. It's not a bad video by any means. I still like it, but I don't know. I just feel like I tried being different for the sake of being different. And that's kind of the same way, sadly, that I feel about Erina playing a difficult game about climbing. It's not necessarily that I tried doing something too different, but I just feel like this was not a good game to pick for a highlight. And I just felt like I couldn't do this game justice for how I edit. Like, because Erina herself didn't really... Because, like, I initially thought going into this video that Erina was going to get, like, mad at the game and rage. But I forgot that, like, no, she's really, like, calm and relaxed as a person. And she doesn't really get mad at games really that easily. So it was just, like, it's my own fault and my own idea of what this game was going to be like, or what this video was going to be like going in, that ruined how I did. Well, not ruined, but I think it's a good video on its own. I just feel like I would have done it differently. And just how I edit kind of just didn't make it work out very well. Which sucks, because I really like Erina, and she's one of my favorite people from FaZe. But, I don't know. I just feel like I didn't quite do it justice, but it's still not a bad video in itself. Sheena playing Aquarium, though, that one's going in S tier. This was such a fun video to edit. Like, I'm gonna have to scroll up real quick, because it's just zoomed in, but, yeah, no. Sheena playing Aquarium, that goes in S tier. This was such a fun video to edit. It was fun to, like, while editing, to, like, look at all the stuff in it, and just see what I wanted to put in the video, what I could fit in, just keep in, because I didn't really want to take out too much or too little. But I feel like it just has good moments. Like, it's a bit longer at like 27 almost 28 minutes. Sorry, I'm just switching. But I feel like it's just a fun video to go back to because Sheena herself is just such a positive person and just makes going through a video to edit like a good experience. And I would definitely do another like Sheena highlight in a heartbeat because she's just a lot of fun to look at. And this was my first Sheena highlight period too, so like it was a good way to get back into editing, I would say, and I'm really happy with how this video came out. Pippa and Yuko doing the hand cam stream. I will put this one in B. I like it a lot personally, and I feel like I will, considering like Yuko was like the second person I ever did VTuber clips of, that I was a good way to send her off. I feel like I could have done something a little differently with it. I could have tweaked some things, but I still like it, and I still think it's a decent video. Not exceptional or anything, but still pretty good, and I'm still happy with it. Now, Shondo playing Dead or Alive Extreme 3. I actually really like this one. Like, it's shorter, but I actually feel like it's better this way. Like, it didn't cover much more of it, and I would have done it differently if I did it again. But I actually really like how this one came out, because Shondo is really fun to edit and do stuff because she's kind of unhinged. Not in a bad way or a weird way, I would say, but Shondo is just a very unique person to do clips of, and of all the people in A tier, she was very fun to do a video for, and I appreciated the chance to get to do it. And I don't know how many people here on this list have actually watched like clips or highlights that I've done of them. Who's to say? But if she did by any chance see it, I hope she did enjoy it. But yeah, last video on here is the Squibby special, and yeah, this one is gonna go in S tier for obvious reasons. I made it as a thank you for Nano because, are you ready for Shondo return? I am very ready for Shondo's return. I'm glad she took a hiatus and just took a break to just take care of herself. But I am eager and excited for her to come back because she is a lot of fun. She's a fun person to watch and like see like highlights of. And it's very clear that a lot of people enjoy her and her content. So I can't wait for her to come back. She's honestly just such a good little person to watch. That was a weird way to phrase, I'm sorry. But yeah, as for like this video in particular, Nano, like this one was weird because like Garten of Banban is not a good game series in the slightest. But at the same time, I enjoyed making this video because it was me just giving like a big thank you to Nano for even making my Squibby in the first place. And doing that was just a lot of fun, and I appreciated getting to do something like that in return. Because yeah, it's weird to say this, but like I understand like the art and like commission side of it. It's just another paycheck and stuff, and just another like job and stuff, and just another request. But you know, like I just didn't feel like I myself was necessarily like, I didn't feel like I had a chance really of getting something like this, or getting the opportunity to even do something like get art commissioned for myself. So the fact that I made me really appreciative, and I wanted to do something nice in return. And I feel like this video gets that point across pretty well. Wish didn't necessarily play Garten of Banban, but I am happy with how it came out. So that is the tier list. That is all videos on here. It's not every video that I've ever done, but it is a good majority of them. And it doesn't necessarily see whatever for like downloading the image, but oh, there we go. It is loaded now. So yeah, there it is. I'll probably post this to Twitter after stream. So yeah, let me just check OBS real quick. Yeah, just shy of an hour. I feel like that's pretty good for like a shorter YAP stream just to come back into it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Like that's all I really wanted to do today, and just Yeah, I know I could have done something a bit more in depth, but that's just for like I'd have to research it and make sure I do like my due diligence to actually talk about something more in depth. But yeah, that is the list. So I'm gonna close window capture real quick. Thank you guys who came into chat for coming into stream. I really appreciate it. No, it's not necessarily what I usually do, but I just wanted to come in. I've had a good week so far, so I figured, why not? I'll just do something fun, silly, not worry too much about looking at drama stuff, because I just wanted to do a stream and just get back into the swing of stuff. Probably gonna do... I'm gonna post this tier list, obviously, to Twitter, but I'm also gonna probably get ready for next highlight. Won't say what it was, but I have an idea for what I want to do. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in, and I will see you guys next time.